Well, great morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning, and I'm excited to be here with you this morning. I am 𝗧𝘂𝗍𝘂𝗏. I'm going to be your host here for this live demo of turning pages. Write, edit, and publish your book with 𝗏𝘂𝘶. Now, you may be wondering what 𝗏𝘂𝘶 is, and like it says on your screen, it's your writing advantage system. Now, I'm going to demo for you how easy it is to write a book and how fast and quickly you can write a book with 𝗏𝘂𝘶, right? Now, if you already have a manuscript, that's okay. We can help you. If you need a manuscript, we can help you. If you are trying to figure out how to get started, that's what we are here for. We can publish your book. We can help you write it. We can help you edit it. We can help you publish it, your complete book. And here's what I put a challenge to authors. Let's write your book in 90 days. What I want you to understand is this. Think about all the intellectual property you have here. Everything that you have inside of you, the experiences that you have, the background that you have, the knowledge that you have, the things that you've gained over your years of experience, your interactions with people. Now, whether it is personal interactions or things that you've experienced personally, or you've just learned from others and through reading or growth, right? All of those things are your intellectual property. You don't want that to just die when you die. You want that to live on. You want that people to understand who you are. So that's what Turning Pages is all about, helping you write a book so 100 years from now, when you're gone, your words still live on. Think about all the books you have on your bookshelf. Think about your grandkids, your great-grandkids, and your great-greats, right? They would have your information when you're long gone. That's why it's important to write a book. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, the other reason to write a book is it gains you credibility. It's your entry point into the door. So today I'm going to help you understand how to write a book. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to walk through, we're going to write a book while we're live on air today. We're going to write a book called Emotionally Strong Leaders, right? I'm going to show you how simple it can be to write a book. Now, what I want you to understand is 𝗏𝘂𝘶 is here to assist you, right? Can it write for you? Absolutely. But we want to have your thoughts and your words on it as well. But a lot of times you struggle with getting started. We're going to help you learn how to get started. Okay. So let me share my screen and then we will dive right in. And you can feel free to put anything in the comments that you want. If there's a specific question that you have, go ahead and put that in the comments and we will get that answered for you. That's the wrong screen. Sharing screen on this platform is a little bit different. So I need to make sure I select the right screen to share. Otherwise, it's going to show you like 100 screens in one and you don't want that. That's going to make you and me dizzy. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, you should be able to see my screen, but let me just make sure. So I'm looking on my other platform as well. So I want to make sure I do this the right way for you. And The other thing I want you to understand is, folks, today it's all about growth for me, for you, and us. So here we go. Boom. So when you come to turningpages.io, that's the website. It's on your screen. You can scan a QR code and get right to it. This is where you're going to start, right? And all you're going to do is click login. And I'm already a user, so just click me in. So when you return to it, boom, you would just come right into the system. So now you're inside of Turning Pages. Now, let me just give you a little orientation really quickly so that way you understand what's happening. So this is your dashboard, and only you see this dashboard, okay? So on the left side of your screen, any books that you've already processed or written or in the process of writing, they're going to be under My Books, right? If you submitted a manuscript for us to publish, then that's going to be here under Submission. You're going to have your profile. We have a feed in here so that you can communicate with us as the editors, or you can communicate with other people who are inside of the Turning Pages ecosystem, other authors, right? What you're looking at right now is your feed. It's just the things that you've typed. Then here's your social feed. So it's sort of like a Facebook inside of our Turning Pages. Other authors you can communicate with other authors. All right. Your credits is going to show you how that system works. We have, if you want quotes to put in your book, think of this as your brainy quotes. We'll call this 𝗧𝘂𝗿H. Okay. So we have quotes from a lot of different people. I'll show you how that works here in just a little bit, how you can pull up all of those quotes. This is your support. If you need support, you can just click on raise a ticket and we will respond to your needs. And if you want to live chat with us, boom, you can live chat with us right in this system. So everything you need is right here in your dashboard. Now let's go into book writing. So from your dashboard, what I'm going to do is click on either My Books, or I can hit the red button here that says Start a New Book. So let's click on Start a New Book. All right, so it's going to bring you to this screen. We're going to type a title. I said we're going to write about emotionally strong leaders. That's going to be the title of our book. We're going to select the genre. We're going to say that it is a nonfiction book. You can put it in the business category if you want to as well. Anything, right? Here you're going to put in what a short description. This book, hold on. This book is will help leaders improve their emotional intelligence. All right, so now we'll just hit continue, and you can write as much as you want in here, or you can put as little as you want in this description. All right, so now you can see it says emotionally strong leaders, it's a business genre, and now we're going to hit create book. So now we are ready to start writing our book. So here's your book. So now we're going to come to open project. Boom, we're going to click open project. And, with every book, you have to have a chapter. So here, you can see your title here. So you have a lot of different ways to click add a chapter, add first chapter, create first chapter, or click this plus sign right here. Okay. Now, before we go to the chapter, let me orientate you to this screen. In this screen, you'll be able to add a cover. So you'll be able to create a cover for your book right in here. AI will create or actually our 𝗧𝘂𝗏 platform will create a cover for you. You can, once you're finished writing your book, you can submit it for editing. And then once it's done, we're done with the editing process, you'll hit mark complete. You can also download a PDF version of your book. Let's say you come in here and you decide that you just want to write your book on the Turning Pages, but you don't want us to publish it. You're going to do that somewhere else. Well, you could just download a PDF of your fully written manuscript and go and publish it. Okay. Again, we want to make it convenient for you. If you want us to edit and publish your book, you would hit submit for publishing. Okay, so now we have our 𝗏 guide, and the 𝗏 guide is going to explain to you everything that's in here. So inside of this, once we start writing your book, we have icons for you to do a plagiarism check right inside the platform. Consistency check. This is going to check the writing style and make sure that your tone is consistent as you're writing your chapters. We generate a summary. If you want a summary of each chapter along the way, boom, you just click generate a summary and it will do that for you. If you want a summary at the end for your book, boom, it will do that for you. I love to have summaries for my book. What it does is it allows me to, it will allow me to, what I want to say, have a quick summary of my book when I need it. But I am noticing something here on the platform you guys are not seeing as I change my screen here. So let me figure out why that is not happening. I see that you just see my first page. So share this tab instead. Let me see if that changes. Yes, now it's changed. Yes, okay. I'm sorry about that. I just noticed that the tabs didn't change when I changed live. So now let me orientate you. You're inside of the platform. You can click create your first chapter. Here there's an icon. You can click add cover image. We'll do that. So you can see how that happens. Here's that submit for edit button that I was talking about. If you want us to edit and publish your book, boom, you submit for edit. Once everything is done, we hit mark complete, right? Here's the download a PDF version. Once you've written your book, if you want to take it and publish it somewhere else, you could just download your fully written manuscript here. The beauty of this is you can get all of these tools to write your book, and then you can publish it. If you want to publish it yourself, that's okay. But if you want us to edit and publish your book for you, boom, you just hit submit for editing, and then we'll take over that process for you. So let me get back to the 𝗏 tools. Plagiarism check, consistency check, generate a summary, fact checking. We'll do all of that. Our 𝗏 analysis tools will do all of that for you within this platform. All right. So now let's go ahead and create your first chapter. I'm just click on add first chapter. Okay. Now, what you're going to see, I'm going to make sure that you're seeing what I'm seeing. All right. So my first chapter is going to be titled Emotional. Okay, I have to spell correctly. Emotional Intelligence. Okay. Oh, let me go. Emotional Intelligent Leaders. All right. Create chapter. All righty. So now your chapter has been created. So now we are ready to write this chapter. So any questions, just feel free to type that up and I will look at those in just a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to allow 𝗏 to help us write this first chapter. You know, sometimes you struggle with how to get started. So what we've done is built in a system to help you get started. All right. Now, under 𝗏, and 𝗏 is our proprietary software that is going to help you write this chapter. So we have within 𝗏, we have chapter assist and text assist. And I'm going to demonstrate both of those for you. But let's go with chapter assist. This, and it's going to tell you what it's actually going to do. Describe, here's going to describe what 𝗏 is all about, right? So now what I want to do is write about emotionally strong, emotionally intelligent leaders. So I'm going to go emotional intelligent. I'm going to ask it a question instead. What are the characteristics of emotionally strong leaders. All right. Now I'm going to hit generate. Now you can see it says generating. So it's going to generate the answer to that question. All right. So now it's generated that. So I can hit full, read full, or set it in editor. And I'm just going to put it in the editor so that I can read full means it'll open up the screen so I can read it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the editor so that way I can read it as well. So now what it's done is my first chapter is pretty much written. Now I can keep all of this text, or I can go in and edit this text. I can add to it. I can delete anything I want to do. Okay. Now notice it's broken up for you in a full chapter format. Okay. Now here's what I also want to do. That was using chapter assist. I'm going to now use text assist. Okay. So it says leaders face complex challenges daily. The challenges, blah, blah, blah. Effective leadership requires deep understanding of human behavior. So what I want to do is, let's say we want to break this sentence down a little bit more, right? So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to put it in the chat for text assist. See, I highlighted text assist, and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to say, tell me the top 4 reasons leaders don't, demonstrate effective leadership. And I just pasted the rest of the information here, all right? So now what it's going to do, I'm going to hit, now we're using text assist. I'm going to hit enter there, right? And it's generating. So now what it did, it generated those top 4 reasons. Here are the top 4 reasons leaders often fail to demonstrate effective leadership: lack of self-awareness, poor emotional intelligence, insufficient empathy, resistance, right? So what I'm going to do now is copy this, okay? And we want to insert this into the chapter right under this paragraph here, all right? So now we'll paste that right there. I'll edit that. I'll take that out. And we'll put those top 4 reasons here. Now I can leave it as is. I can edit it and change it. You know, I would come in here and take these asterisks out from around these words. But now what it's done is given me a complete chapter. So I'll do this, complete chapter. I put this here. I can go down farther, and I may decide I want to. It says these 5 characteristics: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, right? I might want to break these down, all right? Self-awareness. I could come again into text assist. Notice chapter assist wrote your entire chapter. Text assist writes you just a short blurb about a specific thing, right? So I want self-awareness. So I'm going to copy this, and I'll put traits of self-awareness, right? Hit enter here. And now it gave me those traits. Now I may not want to use all of these traits, okay? I can highlight just the part that I want to use. Let's say I just want to use 2 of these, and I'll just copy that, or I could copy the entire thing and put it here, and then I can divide this paragraph up and paste that right in that paragraph, right? And then I might want to write something else on my own thoughts or whatever around that. You can do that, boom. Or you can use chapter assist or text assist to help you with this, all right? So now, this chapter, let's say this chapter is done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save, so that way we save that. It tells me that we have 2,460 words for chapter 1, right? Now, I could format this chapter in any kind of way. I can bold anything, underline, italicize. I can put, different things here. Now, let's say I wanted to use now our 𝗬𝗏𝘀. So we're going to go to 𝗬𝗏𝘀 here for plagiarism check, consistency check, generate a summary, or fact checking. All right. So I'm going to hit plagiarism check. All right. So that's what it's going to do. So then let me do this. Highlight. I can highlight all of the text, or I can highlight some of the text. I'll just go ahead and highlight all the text, right? Then I'll click on this button, and it's going to do my plagiarism check. It's going to tell me select my text, right? So here, I'm select this. You can see it selected that text of those words. It is 1,000 characters rather that it's checking. Or I could do the entire chapter and then do plagiarism check. Now you'll see it says 𝗬𝗏 analysis is running, right? So it's telling me here there's no plagiarism that's been detected in the words that that I highlighted. Okay. Not on this screen, but when the pop-up window, that's what it's telling me, 182 words that it checked. All right. I can do a consistency check as well. And I'll hit this button, and the 𝗬𝗏 analysis will run a consistency check for me. Now, it will do a consistency check across your chapter. It normally will. It's better for consistency check to do that across multiple chapters. All right. So we'll let that run. You can, again, generate a summary. I can do fact checking as well, right? And then so you can see here, it says 95% consistency across this particular chapter. Consistency is really great for when you're doing across multiple chapters. Make sure that your book is staying on topic consistently across each chapter, right? And then it's going to give you a rundown of what consistency check is. And you can see here, it's saying excellent consistency, minor polishing is needed. But if it's bad, it's going to tell you that, and it's going to give you some information and how to fix this, right? So it's not just telling you that there's an issue, how to fix it. All right. So we can actually tell it to create a summary for us as well. If I just click, but let me do fact checking first. All right. Let's do fact checking. So what it's going to do is going to tell me to highlight the text that I want, right? And then I'll hit, there we go, run fact check. So now it's going to run, it's running that 𝗬𝗏 analysis. Now, this is something that is unique to Turning Pages. There are a lot of writing platforms that are out there. Not all of them can do these type things, okay? This is one of those systems that we wanted to make sure that you really had everything that you need right inside of the platform. You didn't have to do some here, some there, and all that type of stuff, all right? So you can see what it did is it's verified the areas that I had highlighted in terms of fact checking. This requires a deep understanding, blah, blah, blah. So it gives you information here for your fact checking, all right? So now let's say we're done with that. I'll close my panel. I always like to hit the save button just because I want to make sure I never lose anything, right? So that part is done. Now we can go on and write additional chapters if we wanted to, right? Now let's say you wanted to write your entire chapter, and your chapter is going to be called Effective Communication. Okay, we're going to create that chapter. Again, you're doing the exact same thing that you did with the first chapter, but now you'll come in here and you'll just start writing. Effective communication is, and you would type whatever it is you want to type here. Okay, and you would do that, and then you can come back and do the fact check and consistency check and all of that type of stuff using the 𝗬𝗏 if you wanted to. But then you decide you want to use the 𝗬𝗏 assist to help you gather some information. Boom, then you could do that right in the platform. Excuse me. Now, let's say you wanted to put a quote in your chapter, right? Under the quotes, let me see if you're still seeing my other tab. So let me the way this works in what I want to say in StreamYard, I have to change screens so that you can actually see the screen that I'm on right now. So you can see my screen. Let me go back into the platform and go to quotes here. Okay. So now we are in the top quotes. If I wanted to pull up quotes, I can pull up quotes by category, or I can pull up quotes by author name. And let's say, a lot of you guys know John Maxwell, right? So we'll just type in John Maxwell here. Well, I got to spell his name right. Just type in Maxwell. Okay, enter, it's loading. And you can see it has 47 quotes in here from John Maxwell. I can hit copy, and then I'll go back into my book. Okay, and open it. And we were on chapter 2, and I will paste that right into my chapter. Okay, we have 3,300 quotes in there right now. We're building that quote database as we speak. I'm going to hit save so that that'll stay there as well. It captured for that chapter. Right now we have 17 words. Okay, so now that's the book writing process here. And when you're done, let's say you say, I'm done for today. I'm going to come back later. Boom, you'll just leave out, exit out, and you're done. Excuse me. And when you come back, you'll just start. Let me drink some water here. When you come back, you will just pick up where you left off. So let me see what's in the comments here. Good morning. I see Shatina's here. Great morning. This feature is going to be a game changer. Absolutely. I agree with you. Shelter, I'm glad you caught that the screen didn't change. Hopefully you were able to stay on and see that the screen. I eventually noticed that was happening. So I appreciate you hanging in with us there. So now let me answer any questions that you may have. I can go back into the tool if you want to, or I can answer any questions that you may have. But what I want you to understand is we can put you on a 90-day timeline and have your book written, right? Help you get your thoughts out. All the tools are built in the system. And the beauty of it is, it's not going to cost you $5,000, $10,000, $40,000 to write a book with Turning Pages, right? Literally, our pro author plan is $99 per month, and you can write your book 90 days. So that's an easy thing to do to get your book out, right? So Kendrick says, it seems like a robust platform. Definitely is a robust platform, Kendrick. We've built a lot of the tools that you're going to need for writing your book right inside the platform, so you don't have to go anywhere else. And the 𝘬𝘂𝗶 technology really is a game changer in terms of book writing. So I want to see who's going to raise their hand and say, I want to write my book in the next 90 days. Let's put the challenge out there for you. Now, the other thing that I haven't even talked about yet is our technology for authors who want to get their book written in a quick, fast, and in a hurry time frame. So what we've done is not only are we helping authors get their manuscript published, but we're also helping them get recognized in industry for their book writing process, right? So one of the things that once you write your book with us, that we do is help you get noticed via our 𝗏𝘂𝘶 index process. So I'm going to share my screen again and let you see what we have going on, okay? So that you can make a great decision for yourself in writing your book. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. And let me get to the tab I want to share. Okay. All righty. So you are looking at our 𝗏𝘂𝘶 analysis library. Now, once you publish your book with us, now this is for people who are going to publish their book with us, okay? We are going through a process to evaluate your book. And this is going to happen while you're writing your book. Once you submit your manuscript to us, we're going to take it through a 𝗏𝘂𝘶 analysis. This is a 9-point analysis on your book. So it's sort of like when you go bring your car to the shop and they put it on a machine and they can tell you everything that's wrong with it. Well, we do the exact same thing with our 9-point analysis, right? While you're writing your book, and we're going to tell you, Shelter just went through that process. We're going to tell you what things are strong in each chapter and what things you need to improve in each chapter. We're going to look at the entire book. We're going to look at where there is replication in different chapters so that you fix that. Okay. So this 𝗏𝘂𝘶 analysis process is very detailed. You're going to get this detailed report on your book during the editing process. Boom, boom, boom. You make the corrections. And then by the time you're done, you have a book. Let me say this again. You have a book that matters. That's the most important part. It's not about just writing a book. It's one that matters in the industry. And we're going to help you with that with our 𝗏𝘂𝘶 analysis process. But once you're done writing your manuscript, what happens is we take your book through what we call a 𝗏𝘂 index. Okay. The Turning Pages 𝗏𝘂 index averages your scores across your manuscript, and it's evaluated on your theme, the authority, and value of your book, right? And then we're going to give you a score, an index score. And that's what you're looking at on your screen right now, right? And you'll go through this certification process, okay? And let me go to another screen so I can show you what that process looks like first. I probably should have started there. So you can see on your screen, I'm going to make sure that your screen changed. Yes, your screen did change. So on your screen, you can see there are 6 different author levels: emerging authors, developing authors, published authors, certified authors, distinguished authors, and master authors. Okay. Now you gain these things by the strength of your book. Writing your manuscript with Turning Pages, we're going to help make sure that you have a strong book by the time you get to publication. Okay. Now you go through this process not just because you wrote a book, but you started becoming certified author, distinguished author, or master author by your 𝗏𝘂𝘶 scores. Okay. So now I can go back to the 𝗏𝘂 index page, and you can see there's a criteria you have to meet for being a certified author. Authors whose books meet this criteria. You have a 𝗏𝘂 score at least 24. You receive a 𝗏𝘂 certification, and then you're eligible for the top 100 𝗏𝘂 authors. The higher you go, the higher your score needs to be. Okay. We're going to, at the end of the year, we will have a 𝗏𝘂 authors awards event. Okay. And what you want to do is compete to be in the top 100, but you really want to compete to be in that top 10. Okay. So now let me go back to the 𝗏𝘂𝘶 index page. Let me make sure my screen changed. So we're back on the top index page, and you can see I put my books in here. I just want to see where it stood, and to make sure that my process was working right. And Darius Smith has already written his book. 𝘂𝘂𝘪𝘵 is going through the process of writing this book. We're almost done. Here's where it is right now. As you can see, the index scores for each one of these books and where they fall: distinguished, certified, verified, or not certified yet, right? And then you would, as an author, you're going to get a report with your top score, what it is, how it was evaluated, and where you rank on the top 100 list. Now, the top 100, we're new, so we're building this top 100, right? So what we want is top 10, top 50, top 100, okay? So again, we're new, so we're building this. And here's what I want you to understand, folks. This will become a standard, okay? This will become a standard because people are gonna write their book with us. And this is gonna become something that people wanna have. Authors, you need something to help you build your credibility, right? There's a certificate that you'll get as well that'll show your designation, right? We actually have a web page just for authors to come to, and you can pull up your score and see how you compare to other authors, all right? I'm not gonna show that page right now, but trust me, we have that page already, and authors will get that link and they can go in and log in and see all this information, right? So there's a lot bigger projects going on than just writing your book, right? We want to help you become a distinguished author, okay? So let me stop sharing there, and I'll come back to my screen here and see if there are any questions, comments, or anything like that. Feel free to go to Turning Pages. You can see on your screen the barcode, the QR code rather, for Turning Pages. You can just click on that. It's I can pop that up on the screen as well, so you can see the website is just turningpages.io, but you can click on the link here, and the QR code, rather, I keep saying link, the QR code, and it'll take you to that page, right? It's turningpages.io. All right. So I'll wait and see if we have any questions or comments. Let me, while we're waiting for those, here's what I want you to know and understand. Turning Pages is the place you come to write, edit, and publish your book. We're not just a platform that will just have you just write by yourself. We help you write. We empower authors to write, refine, and professionally edit your book, right? And we do it at a reasonable cost. So think of Turning Pages as your journey from idea to book. It's a guided process that turns your scattered thoughts into a complete, professionally crafted book, step by step. So spark your idea, write your story, refine and publish, and then be publish ready. Now, here's some comments that some people have said. Turning Pages saved me months of editing time. The top suggestions felt like having a professional editor by my side 24/7. Another person said the chapter management and top drafting tools transformed how I organize my thoughts. My productivity has tripled. In Turning Pages, we have everything you need to write your book, from top drafting, chapter management, grammar and style, professional editing, plagiarism detection, smart summaries, and cover generation. Oh, I did forget to show you how to generate your cover. So let me go back into the platform because I said I was going to demonstrate that, right? So let me go back into the platform. I need to share my screen first. Let me do that. Share screen. Let me go here and share. Okay. Then we'll go back into the book and I'm going to open that project. I'm going to make sure my screen changed. Yes. So we're in here. So we said we wanted to generate a cover. So I'm going to click on I clicked on add cover image, right? It populated your emotional strong leaders, the genre that you selected early on. We'll put in your author name here and it put your description. You can always, again, edit that description. Now we're going to go generate cover. Boom. All right. So it generated that cover. Now we have options. We can view it. It'll blow it up for you. You can save it. You can download it, or you can regenerate the cover. Right. So I'm just going to hit regenerate so you can see that it'll regenerate another cover for you if you wanted to. Right. Once you get the cover that you like, well, that didn't change. Let me try that again here. Regenerate cover. Once you get the cover that you like, then what you do is you can keep it. Emotionally strong leaders mastering emotional intelligence for transformative leadership. Now, what I'm going to do, just for the sake here, so you can see what we're going to do, we're going to hit save. So now that's locked in. My cover is locked in. I can also download this cover so I can keep it. And when we get through the editing process, boom, you already have your cover, right? You can come back later and change it if you want to, right? So I'll close that out. I'm going to hit save again. Everything is saved in, and then I can edit out of this. Okay. So again, everything that you need right inside the platform. So I don't see any questions, but if you come up with some questions later, feel free to reach out to me. You can type it in the comments on this stream, no matter what time you're typing this, or send me an email, send me a text message, or go to our page, turningpages.io, and contact us. But the most important thing I want you to do is, hey, it's time for you to go ahead and get that book written. So go ahead, go to turningpages.io, register, and pick a subscription. You got 3 different subscription models, $29 a month for a newbie. You want to try, you want to start writing your book, $99 a month. That's the Pro Author series. That's the one that's most popular. And then you have the $179 a month. That's for people who are power writers and they write multiple books. They would use that and it's going to give you additional credits and all this type of stuff. But let's say you came in here and you said, hey, I'm gonna write my book in 30 days, right? And you use Tab Assist tools to help you write that book. You could do that, do the Pro Author model for $99 for that 1 month and write your book. And guess what? You spent $99 to write your book. Now you want your book published. Our publishing features, there's a direct cost for that. You can see that right on the page. Again, you're not going to spend $3 grand. You're not going to spend $5 grand. You're not going to spend 10 grand. You're not going to spend 15 grand to write your book, right? That was one of our key imperatives. So my co-founder with Turning Pages is 𝗬𝗂𝘂𝘀, and she is a budding actor as well. So she's getting prepared for a play she's in tonight. Otherwise, she would be here with us. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you guys very much for tuning in today. I definitely appreciate that. And with if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and exit the screen. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Turning Pages, write, edit, and publish your book today. Let's get started on your 90-day journey to write your book. Thank you guys and have a great day.